Hey YouTube, here we are back in the cosplay storage shed. I figured I'd do a quick rundown for my Mando Deathstroke helmet that I'm putting together here. Um, I'm doing a cosplay of the Mandalorian Boba Fett and a Deathstroke crossover because I like Deathstroke. Plain and simple. I am going to be Boba Slade. So the helmet itself was a 2009 release by Hasbro. It was obviously painted in the Boba Fett colors, and I redid it to be my Deathstroke Mando. I don't really like the visor because it's really big. Where Boba Fett's is probably about that wide. I understand the big visor for kids and being able to see and blah 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 blah. Like I said, that's the only thing I don't like about it, but I don't really care. So we started off by completely stripping this thing down. It comes in two halves, so it's easy to put on a kid, I guess. Take off whatever. This thing was completely gutted. All the electronics were taken out of it. Every piece was taken out, and we sprayed it all silver. After we sprayed it all silver, we did the toothpaste trick. I did the toothpaste trick. So basically, you paint what you want. If you paint the entire helmet silver, you put toothpaste over where you would want your battle damage. And my camera's so foggy. I'm gonna stick my finger in here. There we go. Wherever you would want your battle damage. And after you spray your colors on, you wipe it down when it's dry. The toothpaste comes off, the paint comes off, and you're left with the silver underneath. It's a wonderful little effect. I think you can do it with rubber cement as well. I didn't try that. I was told toothpaste, so I figured what the hell, we'll go with that. A couple pieces. This piece here was done with masking tape. This spot here was done with masking tape. Other than that, possibly this piece here, I'm not exactly sure. Nonetheless, you wipe it off to get your battle damage, and then I took a little Dremel that I had bought. It's this thing here, professional wood worker. This is in no way, shape, or form a professional woodworking tool. It sucks ass. The thing I found it good for was doing this. It came with a little wire brush, so I went through all my battle damage, and I took that little wire brush to it, and you can see that it really gives it that look that something was glancing off of the helmet. Around the edges, I just took a razor knife and did all the edges so that it's a little bit more worn. Same thing around the back, right here. I tried to bang it against the table a bit, see if maybe I can give it, drop it a couple times, give it a little bit more of a look of as if it was actually damaged. The visor itself was tinted, but you can see through it quite easily. I went to a local tint shop. They weren't able to tint the visor for me. The tint wouldn't work. So I picked up some of this stuff from them. 8300 transparent cal, whatever the hell that means. It's a bit of a tint. I put it on the visor. It's not too bad. It definitely blurs the vision a bit, but it's still completely usable. I could use my phone and everything in it, so it tints it out so you can't see into it. I can still see fairly good outside of it. I bought the helmet online through eBay. It did not have this rangefinder. I actually found the rangefinder at a con. That's what I love about cons. You can find the most random shit. I searched all over for this rangefinder. It's literally just this piece here and this. And I could not find anywhere online to buy just that rangefinder. I found a couple helmets that were also missing the rangefinder still. A guy in Saskatoon happened to have the Mando helmet. I asked him what he wanted for the rangefinder. He said, I'll sell you the whole helmet for 20 bucks. I said, sold. I picked it up from him after the con. I pulled the rangefinder off, and I sold the helmet to another Mando for 15 bucks. So he got another helmet that he could play with. I got my rangefinder for it. This thing is awesome. It talks. For some reason, it only works on the Try Me. I really didn't care because it's not going to be walking around cons pushing buttons. But if it ever gets going, there's a little LED here and there's an LED in the back as well. It's just a wonderful little helmet. There's a little LED in the back. You can see that through the visor, so you know your LED's working and whatnot. I wish it did more than just the Try Me, but what are you gonna do? I didn't pay much for it, and yeah. So that's my basic rundown of my Boba Slade. Pretty simplistic when you look at it, especially since the helmet was already built. I didn't have to do anything. So if you have any questions, comments, throw them down there, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. Take it easy, YouTube.